Has anybody got anything else to say on the subject? Okay, I shall reinstate standing orders, which I'm sorry means you can't say anymore. And we will now go to item 10 on the agenda. Radcliffe Wellside, Grantham Road. And item A is application for a waste mining permit and radioactive substances regulation permit from Hutton Energy UK Limited. I now have to ask the councillors if they would like to make a comment to the Environment Agency or not. Can I have a show of hands those who would like to
No, I think
make
we'd
a
like to
comment?
speak. Oh, sorry.
Yes, would you like to make a comment first and then we'll talk about it?
The first thing I'd like to say, Chairman, is the Environment Agency do not customarily, as far as I'm aware, consult anybody other than the statutory consultees that they have to consult in law. Certainly when I was responsible for waste regulation before the Environment Agency existed, we never consulted anybody. We looked at the issues and came to a decision as to what needed to be attached to the licence to ensure the safeguarding of the environment and the adequate protection of waste disposal and so forth. So this is pretty unique, and we've never had to discuss this sort of issue before. As far as I'm concerned, I think the Environment Agency will clearly be in a position where they'll find it hard to refuse granting a licence, and I think our responsibility is to ask them to ensure that they provide stringent conditions to safeguard the environment and, taking the point that several people make, monitor them effectively and don't rely on Hutton ticking the boxes.
Can I ask you not to record the meeting without permission?
I'm actually allowed to record it. It's on direct.gov. If you look, you can actually see you can record council meetings. No, it's on direct. It's on direct.gov. I can record it. So.
George, you would like to comment?
Yes, I would like to comment. It's all fascinating because I'm sorry, but some of this is way above me, and I'll be absolutely honest with you. And I think it is probably the same for a lot of people because I'm humble parish councillor and I am a resident of Saxdale, as you probably all know. I will support everything that's been said tonight by the audience because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to listen and learn and sometimes apologise because I do think that the residents of Upper Saxondale, as I repeated it, I said earlier, should have had more information. We haven't. I know as a parish council we would be very welcome to know ways in which we can communicate better in the future. But as far as this is concerned now, I support fully everything, all the concerns that have been raised tonight. And that is what I would have to say. I can't really say any more, but I am behind you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm afraid I wasn't at the meeting last week because I'd already committed, because I'm the governor at Southlands Academy, and I'm afraid they only meet termly, and I'd already committed to that. So, I mean, I've been quite concerned about all the comments like Georgia that have been made, and, you know, as Georgia says, technically, we probably don't know as much as Graham about all the safety aspects. I know Roger has written something to the effect of...
No, I don't want that. No, not yet, no, we'll get to that.
Okay, sorry. So, I mean, I suppose I share all George's concerns because we are here to represent the people that live in the whole of Radcliffe, and I don't think we've had enough information either, to be honest, before when we've been given things to read. Certainly not all that we've heard tonight, I gather that there was quite a lot of unanswered questions last week, and it seems to me very difficult to proceed when we haven't had all those questions answered.
Joe, do you wish to respond?
Yeah, I'm taken back by the question because half the questions, or half the questions that have been asked and they're all, well, it's all new to me as well. I do think that, especially for the residents of Saxondale, and the Harley, people by the A52.
I put some way.
Yeah, if I was living there, I would be very, very concerned. Firstly, like they said about house pricing, what could it do, the effect of that. We're even moaning at the moment about the smells for the pet food place over the Trent. So that sort of rang a few bells at me thinking, so crikey, what's that going to be like if it's pungent smell as well? You know, I drive Leicester every day and I go past the gravel pit. That stinks on some mornings, so you know I can totally understand your point of view. My concerns are lack of communication from the Environment Agency to Nottinghamshire County Council or whoever, and then drilling it down to our level. And I'm very concerned, and I can't say I can't vote or give my opinion, but I'm not best happy with what's going on.
I'm going to repeat what other people said to a degree, but there are some new bits. I echo what Graham and George are saying, and Jim. I'm not technically competent, but I did chair the meeting, the public meeting the other week, and so I learned a bit more there at that meeting. And I picked up there, and I think I said at the beginning of the meeting, communication is difficult. I have no magic solution as to how we can communicate on future issues such as this. We try our best, but we need to address that. I only heard about this consultation on the disposal of the mining waste early January, around about the 6th or 7th of January. That's the first I knew of it. Once I knew of it, I worked with colleagues and Jackie the parish clerk to get a panel of technical knowledge, I'll say no more than that, from the County Council planners, the Environment Agency and the proposer of the development of Hutton Energy. So my conscience is fairly clear that we as a parish council moved as fast as we could once we knew of it, and I'm pleased that the pressure you and we have put on them, the Environment Agency, has extended the consultation period. I think, as Georgia says, we as a parish council should make a response to the consultation. And I think it should reflect what clear the meeting, the public meeting was, and tonight. I've gone through all the detail. I do believe I echo what Georgia says there, because there is clearly a strong public feeling against it, or that's my perception. My daughter lives in Hudson Way, so there's a family connection in Hudson Way, which, as you say, isn't that far away. Neither is the Harlequin. If you look at an aerial photograph of the development, I would suggest to some people some of the houses in the Harlequin are nearer than they are in Upper Saxon. But you know, that's my own personal take. And Hudson Way. I don't want to ramble on too much, but those are the key points I'm saying. I think we should make a response to the Environment Agency. I regret that they weren't, didn't get it right, shall we say. They admit they wrote to the wrong MP and they wrote to Bingham because they got the wellhead in the wrong location. But that's in the past. We did get the extension. I'm pleased that people are making comments, and I suggest the parish council should reflect the mood of the community. Thank you.
I don't want to delay the meeting anymore. I concur with everything everybody said. I'm overwhelmed by the public response. And I think we need to support these people that live on Saxondale or Hudson Way on the Harlequin, and make that clear.
Obviously my turn to say a few words. I also admit to having a daughter living in the area. I have a daughter who lives up Saxondale. Obviously she's expressed her concerns to me, and they're taken on board. And I now read from what all the parish councils have said, that we want to make a statement to the Environment Agency about this, and we actually, believe it or not, have a pre-prepared piece of paper which we need to discuss. We need to discuss first, and if anybody wants to make some changes, they can do. Okay? So the suggested script is: the Parish Council arranged a public meeting to discuss the proposed oil and gas exploration at the Harlequin 3 well site, and many concerns were raised about the proposed works, in particular noise, lighting, traffic on the A52, containment of water on the site, removal of possible natural occurring radioactive waste, wildlife, bless you, air pollution, and health and safety issues. The Parish Council represents the local community, and in response to their concerns, it requires that Hutton Energy UK Limited can prove to the complete satisfaction of the Environment Agency that the proposed exploration activities meet all the legal requirements, including our environmental, technical and health and safety, and it also requires that the site is effectively monitored by the Environment Agency.
But that's you sitting on the fence. As a parish councillor, you need to say yes.
I'm sorry,
or no.
sir, but you can't
I understand
take
that, but
part
I think it's important.
in this part of the meeting. I would now ask councillors, do they agree with that statement, or would they like to amend it in any way whatsoever?
I'd like to amend it. I think it needs strengthening.
Yeah, I do.
Reflect stronger feeling
Yeah.
of the local
Yes, I
community
agree.
or residents or whatever terminology.
Any of your specific words on
Well, it's difficult to think on top of your head, but it's paragraph 2 you mentioned in your drafting, where it says the parish council represents the local community, and it's in response to their concerns. In response to their concerns, it's too weak, too soft.
I believe it should be feedback.
It needs a much stronger set of words.
Feedback and obviously we made notes.
We can do it tomorrow.
We need to sort of
Yeah.
I
collate
don't think
those.
we can do it tonight. We need
No, I don't
something
think you can. It's now 8:30.
Yeah.
I also think it ought to add that actually some, quite a few of the questions, although I wasn't there, weren't actually answered.
They weren't. They weren't. No.
Well, particularly the health and safety executive weren't there, and a lot of them said, well, if they were there, they would have answered, but they weren't there.
Well, as we pointed out, it was a very short notice
It was
meeting, and
indeed, yeah.
getting everybody there was quite difficult.
I think also we can go back to sort of like the archive, reference Newton Energy, see if there's anything we've missed on there which we can look back on that we missed, so we know exactly what we're talking about rather than just guessing.
They admitted that there have been no...
I'm sorry, no. Very sorry. Right, okay, so, can we recap?
The deadline is 13. If everybody happens to resolve, go to council, need to consult, to put the comments online.
Yeah.
To consult.
Is everyone happy
You
with
want to
that?
vote on that, Trent? All in favour?
I'm sorry. I don't think we've gone far enough. I think the strength of feeling that we've had, I think we have to go further.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that's Rob's said that
Sorry, I was...
to meet with Jackie perhaps tomorrow to compose something else to go.
This committee
go
gives me
further.
delegation authority to put
Yeah.
comments
That's what we were
online
just
after
talking
emailing
about.
it.
So we take on board what we
Yeah.
the copy of this evening.
I think Georgia has in mind that we ought to actually object, and I can understand, given the second view, that is a logical step. But I'm not sure that we are in a position, A, because of some of the dearth of information, but frankly, even if we had that information, none of us are sufficiently technically au fait with the details of chemicals, etc., to be able to come with the proposals and objections.
Right, okay, so it's agreed that I come in and talk to Jackie tomorrow, and we put all that's been said down, get it out. On the 13th.
Sorry, I'm just...
Could Upper Saxondale have representation at that meeting?
I'm sorry,
Is this to compose the parish council's response,
Yes, which will go to all councillors for approval before it's online.
and then you'll put it on that?
Roger, I think as chairman of the council, you should also
Yeah.
be in on that.
Everybody will be...
So the resolution of this meeting is we make strong representations reflecting the issues that have been raised by the
By the public at this
and
meeting, yes.
we seek assurances that proper monitoring
Yeah.
and enforcement.
Correct, yes. Okay, so Roger and I will come in tomorrow, we will get that in writing, with Jackie, and it will be put out to the Environment Agency and to everybody else.
Once it's gone.
Okay, thank you for that. We'll move on to the next part then, which is...
You haven't done number 6.
I was going to do 10B first. We haven't done 10B. Okay. Now 10B, you've got I'm sure, is Hutton Energy UK Limited, Community Advisory Board to consider. Now we need to consider, if we do an advisory board, who we'd invite to be on it, who would want to be on it, and how we would choose. Anybody, any suggestions as to how we would do this?
This is because the MD of Hutton did suggest that he wanted to set up some local...
He agreed he would set up a local advisory board, yes. And
well, clearly the parish council should be represented, but there should not be the majority. I would have thought the majority should be drawn from those in the area affected.
Correct, yes.
Observe what's going on in
Exactly.
close quarters.
In fact, I think the majority of people should actually not be from the parish council.
That's what I've just said.
Yes, thank you, Paul. I agree with you in that case.
Can I say what they're suggesting?
Yeah,
It's one of obviously people that live in the vicinities, local head teachers, village GP, local vicar, representatives from Radcliffe Borough Council, representatives of the Parish Council, Upper Saxondale Residents Association, Community Police Officer, St James' Business Park representative, the landowner, someone from the Chamber of Commerce, and Curtis, the PRC.
Now, obviously, Jackie's come up with a very good list there. Can we initially give it to Jackie to invite the people to see if they're interested in doing it or not? Can we go along with that?
I'm sorry, Chairman, to...
No, you don't have to be sorry.
But I actually think that... I'm not sure that people like the local vicar as much as I like him are the right people to be on this board. I think we need more people from the community at large, and so therefore, yes, I certainly think we need somebody from the parish council on it, but I think that the majority of people should be taken from the people actually who are showing the interest.
Yeah, I quite agree. What I was going to suggest, Georgia, is that those who are interested, spread the word round. Those who are interested in sitting on this board, can they please let the clerk know their name, address, and maybe the qualifications to do this, or whatever, and we'll then have to go through a process and work out who will be the best people to do this.
I think the norm is about 12 people.
Yes, so we may get more than that, so we don't have to work out.
Well, let's wait and see what we get. But I certainly think that there are people in the room tonight who would probably be more than happy to.
I'm sure there would be, yes. I'm sure there would be. So, okay, so please, anybody, if you're interested in sitting on that board, please let Jackie have your contact details, the fact that you wanted to.
Is there an email address that we have with earlier?
Yes, clark@rotpc.com.
Easy one.
That's on there.
Okay, so I think that covers that.
Is there anybody on this committee from Parish Council?
Yes, I'll go on.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
I don't think we should have more than two.
No, I think you're right, because it would crowd everybody else out.
I think we need both residents. Three. Yeah, three residents.
Well, it's something that's got to be talked about in the cool light of day to work out who are the best people to be on this. And then, with everybody's agreement, we will then form this committee.
Chairman, I would just mention at this point that Upper Saxondale at the moment don't have an active residents association as such. And although I know everybody here can't speak, but I can speak to you. And I would say that I'm very happy to help anybody who would wish to begin the residents association back up there, because we did used to have one, and it was very active, and it was a very good communicator.
Can I make a comment about residents association? We are all part of Radcliffe, and we do have a Radcliffe Residents Association. Why can we not all be in the same association?
We need something else. So anyway, but I just wanted to say that so people know that they can come to me if they want to. And
Anybody else? Well, I think that concludes the bit about oil. You've all had a very good say. You've been listened to. It will be reflected in what we write and send to the